Howdy doodly doodle. So yeah, every second day the cows get premium hay while we're still feeding them some of that cruddy hay that was raked and flipped gosh knows how many times. So yeah, it kind of balances out between this is the older, this is the flipped hay here, and then some of the green feed bales. That way it balances the diet out. They get the protein from the alfalfa and the oats, and then they get a lot of fiber and roughage from the stemmy second cut. Might have seen it a little bit in the last video, but this is kind of what we're doing now. Is I will come out and I will plow a track with the bucket and process the straw, and hopefully if there's no snow coming, I will plow at least one other strip in. That way when I'm carrying bales with the spike on, I don't have the bucket on, because I don't have a grab. This tractor doesn't have a grab power beyond for it yet. So that way we're putting the hay right on the ground. If y'all follow BCP trucking, if you don't, you should. They talked about in one of the last videos where the animals lost a fair bit of food trampled down into the snow. Like I said, you got small stem and you've got a lot of leaf. So we find that this helps them access all of this stuff. Like, yes, this is premium hay, so they are really good at cleaning it up. We tend to bale ring the other stuff, because that way they're not just laying on it, pooping on it. But if anything, this will show you, especially for those in Europe or around the world that don't work with processing. So this is what's left over. This was 2 days ago. Yeah, I think this was in the last video. So that dark color, that's not really so much hay or leaf. That's the ground. They've licked it clean. I would get out and show you, but it's absolutely finnered cold out there. It's not pleasant. It's about minus 22 right now, and there's a breeze. Slight breeze. That's why I'm not too worried about putting this stuff out here. It's not blowing hard enough to cover that hay up with snow, and it's not supposed to snow any amount, so it shouldn't bury any of that. That way you're not wasting any. Because if we are getting storms and stuff, we just bale feed in the rings. I think that's all the cows are out. They're all here. So yeah, this is the big lot. For those who just happened upon the channel, this is the big herd. We have three other herds in the yard. We have first time calvers, we have second time calvers, and we have a cull cow herd. It's cull cow and it's actually fats. It's all the ones we don't want to meet the bull because they were either too late in the season calving. We'll sell them on to somebody else. They can do whatever they want with them, or they'll just put them to grass and fatten them up. And then there's a cull cows that will go straight to market. So yeah, there is 80 something here. I've actually lost count of them. Terrible that way. Terrible memory. Terrible. Anyway, so yeah, rabbit on too long. So yeah, there you go. There's the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Aye. Another bale ring project. Yeah, I don't know why. They figured if they staggered these, make it stronger. This is not brick wall building. Should have stacked them. But we'll see what we can do. At some point I'm gonna have to buy some bale feeders. I know it's a bad word around here, buying new stuff. But we'll see what we can do. Recycling. And there you have her.
double verticals everywhere. I don't know if you can remember, there was a piece that was hanging away off there, so I got everything as straight as round to here and cut it off. And then I used my weights to rebang the curve into this. All the way around to here where the problem had started, where it had rotted through. So, this is longer here and shorter here, so it's like a step join here and here, all the way around. So that was as back to good metal as I could find. It's pretty old, but this'll do us a couple more years. So that one's out. Now, both kids are home for Christmas, so one of them, their car is coming in here to get thawed out. And then I have another Bale ring out here that has one broken top rail. That's all it's to fix. So I think this is the worst. This is the worst I had to do. So, we're good. On to the next project. So yeah, gotta try and thaw out the valve on this trough. Huh. See, that's the thing, is the elements are running. Yet, let's try and do this without not causing too much trouble. Yet look, it freezes over. Anyway, so I don't do this very often, but here's a Piper Doug rant, because I've seen a lot of things on the press. I try not to pay attention to mainstream media, but it comes across my Facebook and all that stuff. And our hard-earned tax dollars, dealing with stuff like this, paying our taxes, so they can fund stupid university lab, whatever, they're not scientific, where they can tell us that cows farting and burping are killing the planet. And not those bloody things. So, buckle up, buddos. For any of those liberals out there who made the mistake of stumbling onto my channel, you might want to put your seatbelt on, because I'm about to hit you with something. And no, I'm not threatening people before I get blackballed or blacklisted or something or other. Anyway, right now, there is no more ruminant cloven animals on the continent of North America. There is no more number than there ever was. There are less buffalo, more cattle. Same amount of animals within numbers, give or take. Depends on the year, depends on which historian you talk to. So, keep that in mind. The same amount of multi-stomach quadrupeds are on the continent of North America right now as there has been for centuries, nay, millennia. What has changed, you may ask? That thing burns a gallon of high-octane jet fuel per second. Second, 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 second. You get where I'm going with this, right? Don't even get me started on that white line. Another interesting fact, Sunny Jam. Each Boeing 737-47 can haul upwards of 250,000 litres of fuel. So, when you have jets that are hopscotching around the planet at any given time, they're carrying 250,000 litres of high octane fuel. Now, depending on who you ask, and depending on whether you're talking 2019, 2022, there are thousands of jets in the air at any given time. Remember? 1 gallon of high octane fuel per second, times thousands. So that's the problem. Bowie, bird, apparently they're the problem because they have a natural digestive system. Penny, yeah, she kind of farts more than most, but she doesn't mean bad by it. So, you tell me, how does that make sense? And yeah, now we have these university students telling us that we're causing climate change, global warming, blah, blah, homeless polar bears, all that crap. Meanwhile, your government subsidizes these cretins. The whole time during the pandemic, they never missed a beat. The boards, the committees, the investors of all of the airline companies, they all still got their bonuses. They all still got their big tidy packages. And I'm not talking dirty. Every year, didn't miss a beat. And they got bailout packages from the government the whole time. And here's another little question for you. If the certain thing that happened over the last 2 years was as horrific and dangerous and destructive and, wiping out mankind, what's the one thing on the planet that would spread the virus quicker than anything? Anything. Flying test tubes, maybe? So why did they not stop all flights, close down all airports? Why aren't they still limiting air flight to absolutely essential travel? No, the airports are all open. People are coming and going willy-nilly. And said virus is still bouncing around. People are still getting sick. Don't get me started on the other stuff. Anyway, that's not what this channel's about. Back to the rant. So let's summarize. Sorry, bird. I know I'm getting a bit ranged up here. Anyway. So you have a flying test tube that burns fossil fuel at an alarming rate. It travels all over the world, leaving spent carbon in the atmosphere. It actually takes the carbon to the atmosphere. Get it there quickly. Plus, any contaminant that could be on one side of the planet can be on the other side within a day. So adding all that together, why won't the green parties, why won't the climate activists protest airports? But no, Puddin', Penny, Ghosty, they're all the problem. And now you got them trying to make fake meat. So I've asked this to many of these liberals. So you're going to sentence 56 million cattle to death by shutting down the beef industry. You will have been the biggest killer in history because you want to protect them. That's me done. I'll leave you with that. So the only thing I found out was the thermostat in that was only about halfway up. So it wasn't running full bore. It now is. And another thing, Sonny Jim, back to my rant. Sorry, just one more rant. What is the one thing that all of these elites have in common, apart from me wanting to say sweary words about them? Trying to squeeze through a gate. Have you guessed it? They all have private jets. all of the global leaders, all of the movie superstars, music stars, all of the big, what do they call them? The ones that finance all of these activists. They all have their own private jets. So, per ton of carbon, less people fly on their jets per ton of carbon. But they will fly around the world to these big get-togethers to point fingers at us for killing the planet. Now I'm done. Ah! Oh look, another one. 5 minutes later. Ah, weird. Blinking just relentless. It's like, what, 2 days to Christmas? And there's this much in snowdrifts? Holy moly. What did you do? Oh, we high-sided. Oh my gosh. Yep. Between the powder and then the wind, it's just bloody relentless. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is sore. Oh, I did a 2-foot shuffle in the parking lot of the welding supply place yesterday. Landed right in the back of my head. Oh, my ribs are hurting. Now look at this. That was cleaned out right back to there. Blinking heck. Pretty though. Pain in the bum though. So this is for those of you from further south or from Europe or other parts of the world where it does not get extremely cold. This is what happens in a cow corral when it's ridiculously cold. It's treacherous because the poop literally freezes instantly into boulders. So driving is quite dangerous. Tractors bounce around all over the place. And it's hard on the cows because the cows can trip and sprain a leg or twist a leg or hurt their hoof or something. So yeah, you got to be real easy on this and try and keep it bedded up as much as you possibly can, even though the straw just sort of mingles down into it. It doesn't actually stick together. So there you go. Poopology. Isn't that right, bud? So, filming this on Christmas Eve. Yeah, there's our grader drivers out pushing the snow out. Everyone say hi, Ross. Doing a hell of a job there, buddy. Keeping the roads clear. So I hope everybody had a great Christmas. Like I said, this will probably be Boxing Day. We're just about to head into town. It's actually the day before Christmas Eve. So we're heading into town, do some running around and do some axe throwing and some festivities. So I just wanted to show you my new arrival to the farm. So yeah, this is my 50th birthday present. Yeah, the 225 Ranger. I know the Soup 10 didn't come with it. So yeah, 50-foot leads for it. A lot of money, but it's a good investment. The sad thing was, paid for it, went out to the parking lot to get the truck and take it around the back so they could lift it in with a forklift, and 2-foot biffed her right on the back of my head in the parking lot. Oh, I'm hurting guys. My neck, I got whiplash, bright lights, hurting my eyes, like ribs, oh my gosh. Getting old sucks. But anyway, like I said, hope you all had a Merry Christmas. And thanks for sticking with me another year. We're finally through this bout of crazy daft cold weather. It's only -20 right now, so it's getting warmer. So I better wait, get cleaned up, have a dicht for the next shoot.